Good morning, SVN, and all of our invited guests. Welcome to SVN Live, our weekly property broadcast for February 20th, 2018. We hope you had a good President's Day and appreciate you joining us this Tuesday morning. As always, we have a couple of economic talking points we'd like to share with our clients and our advisors. These are good opportunities to open discussion with the people that you're dealing with on a daily basis. Interestingly enough, after reaching a 17-year high, consumer confidence dipped slightly in December, about 6.5 points actually. 128 was our high. The decline's largely due to the decrease in future expectations. It's kind of interesting how we've all reacted. Spent a lot of money on Christmas, and yet retail is good, and yet we're a little concerned. So overall, consumer confidence is still high. It indicates that the final sales are tallying for the holiday season. It should reveal strong results. I know it did at our house. Anyway, we also wanted to draw your attention to the fact that housing of all types is going to be the focus of major investors, private equity funds, and others in 2018. According to Globe Street, major private equity investors like KKR are focusing on deploying capital into housing deals in 2018 and beyond, primarily multifamily, senior housing, and student housing. But as you'll see from our presentation today, also SFR portfolios and BFR portfolios, build for rent portfolios, have attracted a lot of attention. Adam is still saying that it's cheaper to buy the median priced home than to rent a 3-bedroom apartment in many markets. However, if we see a little interest rate increase and the lender's getting a little tougher, renting may become more affordable again. So keep an eye on that, especially if you're in a county where you have 1 million or more in population. All right, we've got a couple of closed deals we'd just like to highlight for you this morning. Justin Wong and Wen Tong just closed this deal in Stockton, California. I think the interesting deal point on this particular transaction is that it was in contract 3 different times. What is a little frightening is that the property manager actually provided the P&L for the wrong building. That will cause problems and potential headaches for sure. Property was on the market over a year with another broker, but we got it done. 1031 exchange, only $48 a foot. Justin, Wen, congratulations. And this is a great deal that Seth Asman just closed in Columbus, Ohio. Very interesting deal points, in my opinion. $2,650,000 and an 8-cap transaction. We competed against everybody else for the listing. It actually sold for $1 million higher price than the appraised value, and we got some grief for being, quote, overpriced in the market, and yet we brought in an investor from California and closed the transaction. Congratulations, Seth. Nice job. We've got featured inventory this morning I think you're going to really enjoy. We've got almost $100 million worth of inventory, $2.5 million worth of buy-side fee. And as you know, at SVN, we share the commission 100% of the time, 50-50. So we've got $2.5 million to pay out, and we're glad to do it. We're going to go to David Benzing, Chip Kloppenberg, and Art Rulo. They have a Silver City, New Mexico opportunity, a little mobile home park at $1.3 million.
Morning, John. Morning, SVN. Silver City, New Mexico, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours from El Paso, about 2.5 hours from Tucson, Arizona. Mining is coming back big in the city, and it's also home to Western New Mexico University that houses about 5,000 students. This mobile home park is within 3 to 4 blocks of Western New Mexico, and right now is pretty much being used primarily as student housing, since it is cheaper to live off campus than on. Currently, there's 38 spaces. 31 are POHs, which are property-owned homes. And we also have 4 tenant-owned homes, 3 vacant spaces. We're running about 87% occupied. This is a great way to jump into this market. It also has all city utilities, blacktop streets, which are property of the city, and the streetlights are maintained by the city also. So a very unique opportunity in a small town to have all city utilities and also have the streets paved by the city. There's other opportunities coming that we'll showcase here in the next couple of weeks in Silver City that could go right alongside this to increase your presence. Please let Chip, Art, or myself know if you have any interest or any interested clients. Thanks, Sean.
All right, David, thank you very much. And you just solved the biggest problem of mobile home park owners, and that's taking care of the streets. Nice job. Let's go to Johnny Kang. He has an incredible opportunity for you in Sheridan, Colorado. He's out of our Denver office, and the deal's priced at $1.7 million.
Good morning, SVN Nation. Coming to you from the Mile High City. This property is 10,000 square feet, sitting on an acre of land. It's zoned PUD, so it's kind of like write your own overlay zoning. Currently, they've got about 1,000 square feet of mezz space that's not included with the square footage. And we're paying 3% for the buy side. And the office has a really high-end built R&D facility, lab space for about 6 lab stalls, and about 4 office spaces, enough for about 13 staff members. The ceilings are about 22 feet high, and the doors are 14 feet by 12 feet for the grade level doors. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. We'd be happy to get you more info on it. Thanks so much, and look forward to seeing you guys in New Mexico.
All right, Johnny, you as well. Let's go to Spencer Krigler and Paula Quickle. We've got 3 properties I think Spencer's involved with this morning. We're going to start off with a land deal in North Carolina priced at $1,911,000 and change. Spencer or Paula, we just need to have you unmute your phone. There you go.
I was clicking the wrong mute button. Good morning. Paula is away taking care of a showing that we have for another client, so I'm going to take care of this for us today. We have an opportunity in Lake Norman. It's a mixed use or land development opportunity in Sherrills Ford up towards the northern part of the lake. This area is probably one of maybe 2 cities in the Lake Norman region that are not 100% developed or close to it. So movement is going in that direction. There was a public shopping center that is currently being built now that's roughly 100,000 square feet or so. That's about 3 miles away from this subject property. It is zoned R30, which is residential, 3 units per acre. We have spoken with planning and zoning. They are very open to increasing the density here. Not sure how dense, they have not mentioned, but they're interested in putting something on paper. They're interested in multifamily, could be a potential use, mixed use, some retail towards the Highway 150 up there, and then some single family or some townhomes in the rear. But yes, it's priced at $77.5 an acre at 25 acres, and we'd love to take any questions. A great site for a developer looking for a growing emerging market.
All right.
Yep.
Spencer, are you or Frank going to present the next industrial opportunity?
I think we're both going to touch on it a little bit. I'll let Frank start off though.
Hey, good morning, John, or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the country or in the world, international. Here in the Queen City, we're happy to bring the Chartown Road property. Highway visibility, about 9,000 square feet. I think ceilings are about 20 feet tall. Doors are about 14 feet high. Just under 2 acres of land with the ability to purchase more. I think this property sits on a or this owner controls about 15 acres in total. So if there's a need to expand the acreage, we do have that ability for an additional cost. This is on our Interstate 77, which is it's one of the main arteries that runs north and south through North Carolina, right through Center City, Charlotte. This building is right on the highway. We're looking at about roughly 175,000 cars a day with great visibility. Ownership is in the process of clearing some minor trees along the highway to increase the visibility to an absolute perfect shot. Former use of this building was a dealership prep facility. Comes inclusive with vehicle lifts, exhaust ductwork, and I believe those are the highlights. Anything to add on that?
Yeah, I was going to chime in, but you did such a great job. Yeah, it's roughly probably 30 minutes or so from Center City, Charlotte, and Cornelius. What we have advertised right now is 9,100 square feet on 1.88 acres, so almost 2 acres, and that is basically just that fence line all the way back there. If someone were interested, like he mentioned, there's another 6 acres to the north that the owner would be interested in selling as well. That's about it, though.
All right, Spencer, you're going to talk on behalf of Kyle and you for the Holden Beach opportunity.
I'm going to start. I think Kyle is going to chime in a little bit.
Spencer, you're doing so good. I'll just let you roll with it. You're on fire here. 3 for 3.
Gotta prepare. This is a really unique land opportunity in Holden Beach. It's roughly 60 acres, zoned for multifamily. MR 3200 allows by right 13.6 units an acre, which would equate to by right 815 units. We have spoken to planning and zoning, and because of the market, they're very interested in pretty much anything that someone can think of to put on here. So a couple things that they had talked about were a marina, single family homes, although personally with the price, it probably doesn't make sense to do that. But apartments, which may not work great in Holden Beach. So it's probably more so a condo play with access to the Intercoastal Waterway, which is over 1,000 feet and already has existing boat slips and a over 1,000-foot dock on it too. So it's a really, really neat property. Kyle, you want to touch on anything?
Yeah, I like, so it's located in the middle of, Wilmington and Myrtle Beach. It's amazing intercoastal waterways / beach view. I think the developer have opportunity, especially with the frontage, to build, condos with amazing views, and as you work your way back, they get a little bit less, but really unique property, and we're excited to work on it.
All right,
yeah, I'm going to touch this a little bit more on it. We do have a conceptual plan that has been done on it for 800 and I believe 13 units. And I have a lot of aerial shots and even an aerial video of the property too, if anybody wants to check it out.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Let's go down to Florida. Ivelisse Pietri has a wonderful opportunity for us, priced at $2,673,000 and change.
Good morning, SVN. I am offering a freestanding heavy power industrial building in the sought after town of Medley. We're about 15 minutes away from Miami International Airport and several minutes away from the Florida Turnpike and the Palmetto Expressway, which both go north and south. We are 2 blocks away from US 27th, which actually goes east and west. So this is a great location to be in if you are in the trucking business or if you're a manufacturing plant. We have industrial zoning here as well as manufacturing. We have an ample parking court with 21 spaces, very high ceilings in the warehouse, 22-foot clear. We have twin T roof, CBS construction, and fire sprinklers. And the best thing is that the property is not in any condo association, so there will be no additional payments. The office has been recently remodeled, and the great thing is that the property is already divided into 2 units. So whoever the buyer is can occupy the property entirely, or the seller can lease back one of the units of the warehouse where the buyer has the flexibility to occupy half of the space and then have space to grow in the future. If there's any questions, my contact information is on the side, and I look forward to doing a deal with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Frank Jermusik, our National Council Chair of Golf Courses and Resorts, his team Chris Kubesh, Edward Rupp, and Dustin Wilhelmy have another one for you. A picture paints 1,000 words. This one's $3,495,000.
Good morning, John, SVN, and guests. It's my pleasure to present Fox Hills Resort and Golf Courses this morning. Fox Hills offers many accommodation options to their guests. In the hotel, guests may choose between 99 deluxe rooms, 2 lodge suites, or a corporate suite. There are also 104 villa suites totaling 235 bedrooms in the rental program, which are not owned by the resort, complete with their own pool and exercise facility. These suites are available in studio, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom varieties. Fox Hills also holds the coveted Gold Crown status in the RCI network. Resort amenities include 45 holes of golf, 18 holes of mini golf, a 15,000 square foot conference center with seating for up to 850 people, and a sliding wall system allowing for 8 breakout rooms, a variety of dining options, indoor and outdoor pool, and so much more on approximately 400 acres. Located just 90 minutes north of Milwaukee and 25 miles southeast of Green Bay, Mishicot sits roughly 6 miles from Lake Michigan. This opportunity is an easy 3-hour drive from Chicagoland. Currently listed at $3,495,000, this beautiful opportunity generates close to $4 million annually. A full offering package is available upon request. Please contact Frank Jermusik, Chris Kubesh, Ned Rupp, or myself for additional information. Thank you.
Dustin, thank you very much, and thank you for letting us dream about that property. Let's go to Chris Fojo and Miguel de Arcos. They have a absolute center of the city opportunity for you, priced at $3,825,000 this morning.
Thank you very much, John. This is Chris Fojo here. I'm doing the introduction. Miguel's busy showing properties, so welcome SVN to beautiful Orlando, the city beautiful. We have this great value add opportunity in Kissimmee, Florida. Kissimmee is located just south of Orlando and is approximately 7 miles east of the world famous Disney World and all the other theme parks that are around it. Also, just about 3 miles east of the building is a new research park called Neo City, where there is a host of new research and high-tech industries that are now in the planning stages and are going to be established just about 3 miles east of this property. The building is approximately 33,000 square feet and is currently has an occupancy level of 20%. So it's a great value add opportunity for any buyer, or can also be a potential owner user facility as well. Listed at $3.825 million. It comes in at $115 a square foot, which is well below replacement costs, which we estimate to be about $250 per square foot. There is a great opportunity for uplift in the rents as well. And if anybody has any interest in getting the full offering memorandum on the property, we'd love to send it to you. Again, you can reach out to either myself, Chris, or Miguel, and we'd be more than happy to help you. Thank you so much.
All right, Chris, thank you, sir. Let's go to another Chris Malkin, and our council chair, Ashley Bloom of our land council, have a outstanding opportunity for you, priced at $6.5 million this morning.
Good morning, John and SBN. This is Chris Malkin presenting on behalf of both Ashley and I down here in Sarasota, Florida, just north of the Cape Coral area. Nicely priced at $6.5 million. You've got to love it at that price because it was previously at $8 million. We have had this listing for some time, and it was listed at $8 million, but we were also selling it parceled out. There is an existing PDP in place that allows for 250,000 square foot of commercial. You could also put 250 multifamily units on this parcel. In the immediate surrounding area to this parcel, you've got either in the ground and existing or in the pipeline over 3,000 residential single family homes in the surrounding area. So today, now priced at $6.5 million at $3 a square foot, we find this to be an immense opportunity. You've got two hard corners. We had originally had significant opportunity and activity for both the east and west hard corners that you see there, the one closest to 41 and then the one at the Navarro Parkway. But the seller, Sabal Financial, has decided they want to sell this in bulk and not have any remainder parcels. This is one of the remaining pieces that they have in their portfolio. They're winding their portfolio down and have instructed Ashley and I to get this gone by the end of the year. So we think, segueing into your talking points at the beginning, John, regarding multifamily, there's a lack of that in this immediate area, and we would love to talk to anybody that has a potential buyer for this very hot area. Call either Ashley Bloom or myself, Chris Malkin, down here in Sarasota.
Chris, thank you so much. Nicely done. Let's go to a couple of our really good CCIMs. Jay Taylor and John Johnson have joined forces on this opportunity in North Carolina, and I think JJ is going to tell us about it.
Good morning, John. This is John Johnson presenting, and this is a representation of these two land listings, this time with the prices as shown. This property is right across from I-95 from Carolina Premium Outlet Mall, over 80 stores, 400 square feet with no vacancies. These two tracts are highly visible, easily accessible from I-95 at the intersection of US 70. And an exciting announcement that US 70 has been designated to become I-42 at this I-95 crossing. I-42 would connect with I-40 to the west near Garner City and go east to the port of Morehead City, a 70-mile interstate stretch also connecting with I-795 near Goldsboro. It would also link Seymour Johnson Air Force Base and Cherry Point Marine Corps Air Station to the interstate network. This is a rare opportunity for hotel, retail, restaurant, and even commercial, industrial users to take advantage of the tremendous visibility and access at the interchange of two interstate highways. Each tract is highly easily subdividable. The seller will finance with qualifications, obviously. Please call with questions. Thank you, John.
John Johnson, thank you so much. Love all those numbers. That's the crossroads for sure. Let's go to Michael Finch and Jeff Klein. They've joined forces with their local representative, Tom McMahon, for a Charlotte opportunity in, of course, SFR Portfolio.
Hey, thank you, John, Sarah, Donna, and team. Some of you guys have seen a few of these individually, but Jeff Klein and I, along with Tom McMahon, have put a package deal together for some of the larger capital players in the markets looking at this space. This 175 home portfolio, which is divided into 4 separate communities, is a build for rent opportunity, risk mitigated via 4 separate but strong, well located assets or communities in the Charlotte MSA. These projects are located in Gastonia, Salisbury, and the other 2 are about 2 to 5 miles east and northeast of uptown Charlotte. Each project offers different amenities, demographics, rents, and lifestyles, but all offer the same opportunity to connect with the greater Charlotte MSA and take advantage of the booming economy here. Whether you prefer to be outside of the hustle and bustle, like the city of Salisbury's quaint but thriving community, or located more infill in a live, work, play environment just a couple miles east of Uptown, this portfolio offers all those options. These built-for-rent communities are in various stages of construction, with one nearly finished and another just beginning. All units to be complete either later this year, or the last one will finalize in early 2019. Stabilized year one cap rate of 6.19% has been modeled given the rents in these various submarkets. Stabilized year one leveraged IRR is projected at a 32.08%, along with a strong year one cash on cash at 11.05%. The blend of communities offer spacious and optimized floor plans with 2, 3, and 4 bedroom options. Average home size between these communities is 1,548 square feet, and rents range between $1,400 on the low end to $2,200 on the high end, with an average rent between all 4 communities just under $1,700 per month. Please let Jeff Klein and myself know if you have any investors. We'd love to chat with you guys. We're happy to hop on a phone call with you and your clients to discuss the benefits of this unique opportunity, and take note of a pretty nice buy side fee there. May actually even be a little bit more. I was conservative, just using 2% because we've got kind of a blend between these listings. So might get that over 800, but that could make a nice year. Look forward to working with you guys. 480-797, or I don't, that's my phone number. Sorry about that. Feel free to give a call. Thank you.
All right, Michael, no harm, no foul. Thank you for those opportunities. As you know, we try to have events and webinars during the week for our SVN advisors. Thursday, February 22nd, please join our council chair, Reed Bennett of Multifamily. He's going to do his presentation and call at 9 on the West Coast, noon on the East Coast. And it's always interesting, and he's going to prep you for our national conference, which is in New Mexico, March 7th to the 9th. The agenda is actually on our website. I've been previewing that this morning. It's very exciting. Only a couple of weeks left. Make sure that you're involved, that you're there, that you're engaged. It is the land of enchantment, but it's also the land of engagement. Please join us. We look forward to seeing everybody. Again, thank you for joining us this morning. Everything that we do at SVN is at www.svn.com. And as you know by now, 100% of the time, 50% of the commission is available to you when you close a transaction with us. And we really look forward to you doing just that. Good day.